Hello, welcome back. We got some conjuration done. Strength of Gaia is something we can actually use on probably quite a lot of our stuff. Gonna keep going though. We almost have Raz the Tangleheart, which is an edge of battle summon that summons princesses who lay eggs. The eggs then hatch into juvenile Tangleheart stingers, which then grow into Tangleheart stingers, and then anything a Tangleheart stinger kills turns into an egg, which resets the cycle. So they behave a bit like chrysalids in XCOM, where they kill things which turn into eggs, which turn into more Tanglehearts. They're pretty cool if you can fill the battlefield with them, but I don't know. I haven't actually. Obviously, I've never been able to test them in like a real game. But having a bunch of N2 casters spamming Tanglehearts might be kind of interesting to watch if we get that far. That's where research is going at the moment. Diaportant. Whack-ass Whacker Prison, god of the power of the air, has cast, I think this is, what's it called, Well of Pestilence? Or something like that. I'll check it out in a moment anyway. Did some spells, lots of battles. Firstly and most importantly though is Nazca attacked into our throne that we were patrolling. A lot of stuff here. We were doing the basic go around the back of the communion tactic with lots and lots of high movement speed units. This is pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. The worms hit the front line, everything else goes around the back. Gifts of Heaven have already stopped. Still some quite powerful casters back here. But they will get eaten. That was generally much better. Says no thanks. That's the end of that communion. Nazca probably regrets attacking into me now that Gerudo has stabbed him in the back and is killing him. That's a bit of a waste of this army. We did lose some stuff though. We lost quite a lot of the long dead, but that's okay. They served their purpose. Lost 11 of our teeth in the hills, which is a shame. And a couple of worms as well. On balance though, pretty good. Lots of battles then that aren't too interesting. There was a battle in Florian where Selenia knocked off the sieging fortress from Diandraket with his long dead. I do wonder if they've been talking to each other about how best to coordinate their attacks against me, because Diandraket's just been sat on the fort for a long time not doing anything. Maybe he's agreed to give it over to Selenia. And then I tried to break siege but wasn't successful because I didn't expect there to be 40 long dead. So unfortunately we lost a lot of the stuff we tried to break siege with. So we're still under siege in Florian now from Selenia. We took Haloma and Chibia back from La Mancha. No defense, so not a problem there. We also saw Selenia pinging the throne that's to my northwest. It would be annoying if he takes that just because it then puts another stack of his back on my border. It'd be a shame. Garuda took back Bogartan, or Myriad took. There was a battle in Villia. What was this? Oh right, this has been breaking siege in my Manx area fort. Yeah, this is an annoying one because it's just one mage with the Fire Shield Bless. But it's a reminder of just how frustrating the Fire Shield Bless is for me to deal with. So yeah, that was one mage killed 18 of my worms because, yeah, that's my weakness. Summerlands was La Mancha attacking us with his stack. We unfortunately didn't fight him. His stack that has no mages has moved away. It's defending his own throne. And this stack with his god is now moving towards my other throne. I'll show that in a map, on the map in a second. So it's pretty... same stuff we've seen before. What's significant, I think, is that the same tactic that just worked on Nazca would probably work on this army as well. As long as we significantly outnumber him, we can just walk around the back and kill all this stuff, I think. The god is now deep in my territory and has 3 hit points. So that's here. You can see his other stack has now moved back to defend this throne. His god is now here and surrounded, interestingly. Battling Jome. This was me throwing my, what is it, Springhawk guy? He manages to fight it off. I'm not sure what happens here. I think the commander just gets clipped randomly by an arrow. Let's bring up the log and see. Oh yeah, it was. That's a shame. Otherwise this is fine. Maybe having the Hawks on hold and attack was wrong. Maybe they should have just been attacking immediately. That's unfortunate. Events. We got our Great Red Moor back in Hall Woods, which we just took, which is good. Is that the one we just took? Oh no, it's a new one. Okay, cool. Old Forest, we got Untamed Maker, Dancer, Slenderin. We got Maya and Karnag. Paloma is the one we just got back when we took, I think. That's this one, right? Yeah. So the enchantment stays up. If you lose the province and then get it back, the enchantment stays up, but it doesn't do anything unless there's a Great Red Moor here. So Chibia now still has the Strange Bedfellows enchantment, it's just that there's no more, so it doesn't do anything until that comes back. But when we took Haloma back, it immediately got the Great Red Moor back, so the Strange Bedfellows enchantment can get right back to giving us commanders and stuff, which is good. Villiers Redweed, Elderhill is villains. We lost Elderhill to villains. Albathria has a great event that gives 25 income and 20 resources to the province. And there's the villains taking Elderhill from us, which is over here. This is a weird area now, isn't it? Battling Erebon, which is the Myriad. Let's check out the Myriad. I like watching this guy. It's such a fun monster. There are some compositions of province defense that do actually kill him quite easily. And it also depends on how many tentacles he spawns with at the beginning of the fight. Because he can start with just like 2 tentacles up and stuff like that. Which is less, he does spawn them, he has a chance to spawn a tentacle each turn as well, which is why it goes crazy at the end of the battle. That was a pretty good one. There was quite a lot of PD there, it looked like. Okay. So we got a good result at least. We wiped out Nazca's army again, so that's nice. We also managed to break siege in Villia, so that frees up all of these troops, which is also nice. So what's happening this turn? Well, the big movements are over here. I'm going to move the stack that's in Villia that was going to defend against Selenia is now going to attack into Gold Mountains. And this big stack that was hoping to fight La Mancha is now going to move over to Old Forest. Because I think Selenia moves on to Florian next turn to take it. Which would then put 2 giant stacks either side of it to attack into him. That's the plan anyway. Yeah. So I'm just going to move the stack that was in Villia that we were planning to fight Selenia with. It's just going to roll out. And everything else is just going to group up in Old Forest. Because, I mean, there's a giant DM Drake army over here, and there'll be a big Selenian army over here. We need troops over here to try and kill some of these armies, I think. So that's all that's happening over here. We'll just kind of move stuff over and wait and see. Over here, I'm going to just patrol on this throne. I don't know if La Mancha is going to keep moving down. I think he might move back up, to be honest, to try and make sure that he still has movement in this area. I'm not sure, though. But either way, I'm going to move The teleporting guy I've got, the Spirit of Points, gonna move patrol onto Northangs. Everything that's currently in Northangs is patrolling, and then I think there's like one other thing that's coming to Northangs as well. Was it a flying commander of some sort? Yeah, one of the dancers. So we'll do the same sort of thing, but with fewer troops, unfortunately. We've got some worms in the front, cavalry around the sides. We've got slightly higher quality units in the Spirit of Points, but there aren't many of them. We're also down to just 6 teeth in the hills, unfortunately. But we'll see how it goes. He does have far fewer troops guarding his commanders. I don't know, that's the plan anyway. Other than that, I guess it's just wait and see. If we start smashing some more armies, maybe we can take back some of our territory. And the little raiding force that just took Chibia is going to move on and take Nifl. I'm going to use all the stuff that I've got just hanging around in this, hanging around in this region, just make sure we keep this territory, and maybe roll into some of his territory as well. I think that's it for this turn though. It was the global enchantment, what was it? Oh, it was Earthblood Deepwell, okay. So this is the Earth one. I really don't like when nations have this, because it usually means they can also do a lot of Earth attack. I really hate Earth attack. So that's something to watch out for, I suppose. We have no domes on over any of our provinces. I guess because we're just getting smashed everywhere, but probably something to bear in mind. Anyway, that was 1041. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Gerudo claimed the Throne of Bureaucracy. I know that one, that's minus 100 gold. Did some rituals, search for sites, somebody went insane. Lots of battles. I'm not going to watch any of these because none of them are particularly interesting, but let's just quickly go through the summaries. Selenia took Mon from us. That's over here, he's raiding with some Long Dead. And then La Mancha also attacked into... Okay, actually this one is worth watching, because it's a completely geared thug. There's a lot of gems on this guy. Storm Spool, Flask of Holy Water, Winged Shoes, Chainmail of Displacement, Black Steel Helmet, a Scutata Volturnus, and Firebrand. Not too bad. He's a Fire, Air, and Earth mage. Holy one. Yeah, this guy's going to be having a very, very easy time killing all of our province defense. He also casts Fire Shield as well, so worms aren't going to stop him. Notably absent, however, is any astral magic, and he only has 16 magic resistance. You know what that means. We're going to be mind hunting this guy every turn until he's dead. La Mancha does have a lot of astral mages. Are any of them stealthy? He has stealthy astral mages, in fact. So it might not be a good idea to mind hunt that guy, actually. Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. I don't have any way of curing Feeble Mind, so... Oh, that's tricky. So if you see a thug like this, on a nation that can recruit stealthy astral mages, would you mind hunt it? I don't know. We lost the province that the Myriad took. We attacked into the Selenia province, so we were chasing the Selenian army, expecting it to go into Florian. It did not. It retreated to Man. That's fine. Also took back Summerlands. We took back a lot of provinces from La Mancha with no PD in them. Battling Ionia. This is La Mancha's guard army. So again, I was patrolling Norfangs in case he moved into it, but I thought he might move up here. Looks like that's what he's doing. He's currently in Ionia. Rubberhome, we saw Selenia throw a stack into my fort here, which is also something I was predicting because we've seen the army sat here for a long time. This one isn't too bad though. Only 3 mages. He doesn't have an H3, so he only kind of does the small bless for a couple of turns. This guy does it. Which is something, but it's still a lot of units to get blessed, unfortunately. And we also took back Niffle with this stuff. Events. We got Untamed Maker, Nehemiah, Splendor and Wave Driver, 3 Splendor and Wave Drivers. We got the... Is Norfangs the province? Oh no, we got a new one. Oh, we still don't have a lab up in this throne province, unfortunately. So we can't make use of the Great Erdmore yet. I don't have any gold left to build stuff. My income is 493 minus 333, so we're way past the point where I could build infrastructure, unfortunately. I don't even have earth gems to alchemize. Guess if I could find a fire, could you? Well, I can't test it here because there's no lab, but yeah. Gold is a problem now. A day we got another 3 and 20 arm. Province of plus 10 in Summerlands, thanks. And lost some people in Habathri. I think that's everything. The province we took this turn with the Myriad was Lynchia. We carved a nice little path into DM Drakket's territory over here, which is pretty cool. And that's it for messages. I don't think our position is that bad anymore, weirdly. We're being attacked here, but I'm moving the big stack into Hipper to threaten next turn. And he's only done not quite half. So he can't even crack it open next turn, I don't think, unless he's moved more stuff onto it. So we can knock... Well, more likely we'll probably scare this stack off this fort next turn. We're moving this other stack back into Florian this turn to defend this throne. So this throne is safely ours again now, I think. Up here I'm moving all the stuff in Norfangs to Second Forest to protect my Statue of the Sitting God, but I mean this is the stuff we've seen. Plus an additional 70 long dead in the garrison, so if he moves into this, I think the same rules still apply. I think we beat him quite easily. And if not, I'm going to move some stuff that's in Holomra into Queen Forest. And then, so then we'll have 2 stacks here. He'll probably have everything on Great Mountains. So we might be able to push him off this as well. And then we can finally lock down Lemnos. And then, if everything goes as planned that I've said so far, maybe we could take this last throne and secure another throne for ourselves and actually improve our position. The only throne that's left, I was checking, is the Throne of Fire, which would actually be really great for us. We probably don't have the gold to recruit the mages anymore, but some fire gems and some blessed troops get attack skill +3 would be really great for the Splendor. So I don't know, I mean, DM Drakket still has this gigantic stack sitting here, so maybe that moves into Florian next turn. We get to see something more interesting a few turns from now. Worth mentioning is that I am going to start trying to do a bit more raiding now. Now that I feel like my defense has shored up a bit. So I'm moving some worms and stuff. Oh, well, you can't really see it here. There's a guy going out from Hall Woods with some worms. And he can pick up the stuff that's in Karnag currently as well. Pick him on that. To take some of these provinces. Up here I'm sending out a couple of the ones from Niffle. Carvilus here, plus an Astral 1 guy. They're going to walk through La Mancha's territory here, maybe knock down this temple. Quite good. I've got Root Heart here. He's leading a couple of worms. Going to go through Norfangs and then take this territory back from Nazca. It looks like Cassia took this province in the end. Interesting. Speaking of Nazca, apparently he's about to lose. Gerudo has just walked right up to his cap and sat on it with about 1 billion iron knuckles. Gerudo might be in a game-winning position. Or close to it. I think he has a lot of thrones, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not. Nazca has one though, so that'll be his soon. I don't know. Apparently Garuda just has like enormous stacks of those very, very tough 21 prot units just everywhere, just hundreds of them. So I feel like a lot of players in this game thought that I'd be a huge threat, and I am. I'm sure I am. I free spawn so much stuff, you kind of have to do something about me. I've been at war with a lot of players and I'm not completely out yet. I'm still kind of shoring up my defense. But the problem is Garuda is also a nation like that, that just gets a lot of stuff. So, probably a bit hard to have both of us in the game. Gonna make a partial turn. While I think about whether or not... Did I even click him? I've got... the Case for Slavery via NYT.com is doing Mindhunt on that province. I don't know whether it's a good idea or not. I'll think about it. And if in the next 23 hours I decide it's a bad idea, then I'll undo it. Anyway, that was turn 42. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. Some stuff happened. We got some research first of all. Conjuration's going at a nice clip now. Can do res the Tangle Heart. If we have any nature gems somewhere useful. Gonna keep going. Did some spellcasting as usual. We cast Mind Hunt and it was successful, but it hit somebody else. I think maybe it hit a Province Defense Commander or something. But Paulu was killed. That's something, I suppose. And that's it really. Next was the battles. First of all, we got attacked in... Nope, this was us attacking La Mancha with a raiding force. So this is just some ethereal worms. They're in there somewhere. They got these guys. Plus the rest of the worms as usual into not much province defense. So that goes fine. We'll keep raiding provinces with this little force. It's pretty good. And then a bunch of people attacked us. First of all in Glade Woods. This is a good one. This is La Mancha's Thug. All decked out. This is a province with a lot of barbarians. So he casts his buffs, he drops down at the back. There he is. Make short work of the weeds. There's the commander. Close to the front now. And then just gets pummeled to death by barbarians. That was nice. There's the end of La Mancha's Thug. Pretty good. Not quite as good as barbarians though. Next, Queen Forest. This is the Tender Army of La Mancha attacking my fort. So he's taken the other fort that was in Lemnos' territory. So he's got an army in that fort, plus now he's sieging my fort adjacent to it. There aren't many troops left in this army, but if those two armies merge, then it would be quite a lot of stuff. So Queen Forest is now under siege. I'll show that in a moment. Linshire was DM Dracket trying to take back a province that I took with hawks. But I did actually put 5 points of province defense in these provinces, so... I don't know how long this takes. But it's not successful anyway. We managed to kill him. Green was Selenia, throwing his long deads at a province where I was moving worms through, so we put a stop to this pretty quickly. And so that's Kareen. And then Ionia we attacked into with one little guy trying to take this province, but unfortunately he put province events into it. So we retreat and do not take it. Events. Nice events this turn. We got Dense Redweed in Wick Forest. We got Dance from the Grass in Old Forest. We got another Moor in Summerlands. We got Redweed in Linshire. We got a Spirit of Points in Uuodeouda, which is nice. And we got another Spirit of Points in Keepers, which is very nice. So we're up to 3 spirits now. And another Dance from the Grass as well in Hollomer. Another Mire in Gold Mountains. Bunch of gems in Hallwoods. Bunch of gems in Heepa. And then an independent Lumber Construct attacked Nazca but was defeated. The Myriad attacked Erebon again. How many times has it attacked Erebon now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So it's attacked Erebon 3 times. It's unfortunate that's how events work, but I'll try and do something about that in the next version of the mod. And we're under siege in a bunch of places, but nothing's really happening. This is what I was talking about with La Mancha. He's got the big mundane army in Great Mountains now, plus his god army is sieging Queen Forest. Which is not ideal. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Down here, it looks like Selenia's army has retreated entirely. I think he might be going off to fight against Gerudo, if I had to guess. He might also just be building up force to roll towards me, I don't know. But we've pretty much locked down Florian now. There's still the giant DM Dracket army next to us, but everyone's just on research duty now. I'm going to get a bit more research done and just defend our fort. We'll let other forces build up and use those in other places. The big army that was moving over to scare off Selenia from Robberholm is in time. There's still 32 wall strength left in Robberholm. So we've got all this stuff here. I've taken most of the worms out of the army. No, I've taken all of the worms out of the army, that's right. So if I just hit Y, you can see there's no worms in this force at all. They don't really do anything against Selenia, so... I've just got blocks of Teeth in the Hills at the sides, blocks of Splendor, and Wildlings in the middle. And they're all just set to attack. Why is there a block of worms on the... Or is that what's already in the fort, maybe? Yeah, okay. You can ignore the... Let's do the other thing, actually. Let's do... What is it? Control-T? Alright. This is how it's set up. Everyone's got bodyguards, more or less. Those are pretty basic, because there's no gems in this army or anything. Well, there's a few water gems, so we've got a Quagmire. Other than that, some guys spamming Body Ethereal. Got a lot of Panic being spammed by our nature guys. Water guys doing quickness. Some frightens and panics again. That's pretty much it. But there weren't any casters in this army, really. There were only like 3. So it's not like a big magic heavy army, it's just units. And I think as long as we bless up and do a couple of buffs, we should be fine. So hopefully we scare Selenia off this fort next turn. And then we can also think about attacking the throne as well, of course. It's still just sitting there. So Florian's safe. I think Robberholm will be fine. The only main kind of battle that's going on now is against La Mancha. I'm taking Jabal Kish back with these guys. I'm also continuing raiding over here, so we've got these guys being thrown at DM Dracket, got these guys being thrown at La Mancha. So we'll take back what provinces we can, we'll start pushing in with raids. And then everything else that I've got over here is just going to move to Ionia. It's a lot of Long Dead. These are like all like 20 to 25 blocks of Long Dead. So there's over 200 Long Dead here. There's also a lot of worms. A couple of teeth. I've moved what Spirit of Points units I could. There's 4 of them into this battle, and one of the new commanders as well. Unfortunately for us, the other two Spirits of Points that I've got are both insane this turn, so I can't actually move them. Including the guy who just arrived. So there's only 1 Spirit of Points in this battle. But as long as they regain sanity next turn, we can move them over into any conflict since they can teleport anywhere. That should be fine. This is also a pretty standard setup. Astral Guy's doing anti-magic and then spamming Astral Geyser. I've got a Fire Guy laying down Flame Wards, even though we haven't really seen La Mancha using many fire spells. His god does do them a lot when it goes off script though. I got a basic dancer who only has low paths, just gonna buff up and attack rear. Water guy doing Quagmire and then spamming Falling Frost. Gave my Prophet a load of death gems to do a bunch of Shadow Blasts. Lots of worms, gonna walk forwards. And then all the like basic low level mages are just in a line. And they're all just spamming either Earth Grip or Slime and stuff like that. So that'll all be in Ionia next turn. Interesting to see what Lamentia does now. I think he just moves the stack here. And then we smash into it. What I predict happens anyway. I think that goes quite well for us actually. And but that's how things stand. There were some global enchantments cast this turn. So Cassia did Unification of the State. So every month 1d3 ephemeral troops and 1d3 ephemeral archers are spawned in every fortress with a temple you control within your domain. And temples without fortresses you control in your domain, you just get the troops. So it's just a free spawn enchantment for the Dominion. Okay. And then Gerudo cast Eternal Pyre, which is 25 gems. Fair enough. I don't think anything else is happening this turn. Once we've resecured our territory, we can start thinking about other things. I am casting Twiceborn in second forest with my 2 Death Mages, just in case anything untoward happens to them. I think that's it for this turn though. 12 Kinders are doing nothing, lots of people defending in forts. So that was turn 43, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.